All right, let's dive into a really cool case study today. We're going to tackle a massive challenge that so many businesses face in the digital world. How in the world do you find high-quality business leads when you're basically drowning in a sea of casual, everyday shoppers?
I mean, this is the million-dollar question, right? You've got a product that's perfect for bulk orders, but your ads, they just keep bringing in people who want to buy one little thing. It's not just frustrating, it's expensive and super inefficient. So how do you fix it?
So let me introduce you to the hero of our story today, Fakhree Al Hindi. These guys are a major wholesaler of imitation jewelry. We're talking over 50,000 different designs, and they had a huge ambition to go global by tapping into that massive online wholesale market. A fantastic goal for sure, but one that came with a pretty specific, tricky challenge. And this is absolutely crucial. The goal wasn't just to get more leads. Anyone can do that. It was to get the right kind of leads. You know, high-quality B2B leads, other businesses that are actually looking to buy in bulk. That's the key to efficient sales and real, sustainable growth. So they set up their Google ads, they figured out their metrics, and they launched the whole campaign. And at first, everything seemed to be going just fine. But then, just 10 days in, they hit a wall, a big one. The data started screaming that something was very, very wrong.
And here it is, the heart of the problem. They were attracting completely the wrong kind of traffic. The digital net they'd cast was catching all the wrong fish, you know? It was just wasting time, money, and a whole lot of effort.
And this slide just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, that's their dream customer, a B2B bulk buyer, someone looking for a real, long-term partnership. But on the right, that's who is actually clicking their ads, a retail shopper, someone looking for a single necklace for a party this weekend. This huge disconnect was costing them a fortune.
So, what do you do when this happens? You don't scrap everything and start over. Nope, you get precise. The team came up with this really sharp strategic fix. The idea was to surgically remove all that unwanted traffic and put a laser focus right on their ideal clients.
So their whole strategy, it broke down into 3 really clear steps. First, they had to totally master their keywords. Second, they needed to write ads that basically screamed, "Hey, we're for businesses." And third, they had to make the entire journey, from that first click to actually making contact, completely seamless for a busy business owner.
The first part of this fix was something called keyword negation. Okay, think of it like putting up a big wholesalers only sign on your digital front door. They went through and made these meticulous lists of words and phrases that retail shoppers use. You know, things like free shipping or 50% off sale. And they told Google, hey, do not show our ads to anyone searching for this stuff. And just like that, they started filtering out the wrong people.
Okay, next up, the ad copy. No more vague, fuzzy language. The headlines became super crisp and direct, making it crystal clear that this was a B2B wholesale business for bulk buyers only. They even got clever and created ads in Arabic and French to really connect and build trust in their key local markets. It's all about speaking your customer's language, literally.
And that brings us to the final critical piece of this puzzle, the user's journey. The team knew that modern users, especially busy business owners, have the attention span of a goldfish. So the landing page, it had to be completely redesigned from the ground up with that one reality in mind. So how'd they do it? Well, they used some really smart tools like Microsoft Clarity to see exactly where people were getting stuck or confused. They stripped the page down to the bare essentials, just highlighting the key features without any distracting clutter. And, this is so important, they made it ridiculously easy to get in touch. A lead form right at the top of the page and a WhatsApp widget for that instant connection everybody loves. No more digging around for a contact page. So the big question is, did all this precision work actually pay off? And the answer is a huge, resounding yes. The results weren't just good, they were honestly transformational. It led to this massive surge in high-quality, totally relevant leads.
First off, by filtering out all those pointless retail clicks, they immediately cut their cost per lead by a solid 15%. What that really means is that every single dollar they spent was now working harder and attracting more of the right kind of potential client.
Next up, their click-through rate jumped by almost 14%. Now, this is a really important number. It proves that the new B2B-focused ads weren't just being seen, they were actually grabbing the right people and making them click. People saw the ads and thought, finally, this is for me.
And now for the real showstopper, their search impression share, which is basically how often they showed up for key wholesale searches, it skyrocketed by 54%. That means for over half of all the really relevant searches out there, their ad was right there, front and center. They went from just being in the game to starting to dominate it.
But you know, numbers only tell part of the story. The client themselves, Fakhree Al Hindi, they were just thrilled. They confirmed there was a huge improvement in the actual quality of the leads walking through their digital door. They got to see firsthand how a smart, strategic approach can completely change the game.
And that really leaves us with the big takeaway from this whole thing. A truly great B2B marketing strategy isn't just about making one-off sales. It's about precision, it's about focus, and it's about understanding your ideal client so deeply that you don't just find customers, you find long-term business partners. Stay tuned for more such insightful stories, presented by Brand Mender.